Hello everyone, thank you for having me. My name is Diniala Manda. I'm the co-author of this paper and I'm going to be speaking to you today about government service quality with the title The Influence of Birth Certificate Application Process Service Toward Public Satisfaction in Garut Regency. To begin, let me show you the pink color of this slide presentation. The pink represents caring, compassion, and love. It is important because the theme of this paper I care about the improvement service in our hometown. Let's get started. Hello world! As we know, after a baby is born, the hospital staff will gather information to complete the birth certificate and send it to State Health Department. In Indonesia, the procedures for getting a copy of your baby's birth certificate depends on the city in which your baby is born. Actually, the procedure is not so complicated, but there are a lot of requirements to be completed, such as letter from RT/RW, birth certificate of the hospital or doctor or midwife. What else? Original and copy of KK for residents, original and copy of ID parents, original and copy of marriage certificate, etc. It is very important for every citizen in Indonesia to have it because what? Because a birth certificate is an identity form of every child, which is an integral part of citizen civil and political right. Not only that, there are a lot of benefits. For example, an access to the world of healthcare. It implies education for a kid. It can provide protection. It can help provide inheritance. It creates a permanent record of existence. But unfortunately, in 2018, about 1.7 million of Garut citizens don't have birth certificate. Because what? We don't know exactly. But government apparatus, especially in the Population and Civil Registration Agency of Garut Regency, as the service providers should provide the best service to public in order to fulfill the need for birth certificate, which are valid for a lifetime and useful for dealing with various needs in society. Therefore, service become one of the most important things to be provided by the Population and Civil Registration Agency of Garut Regency to influence the level of public satisfaction. In 2018, Garut Regency government through the Agency of Population and Civil Registration called Disdukcapil has issued 1,500 free birth certificate for the resident of Kadungora sub-district. Yeah, so it is a good news, but still lot of numbers to be completed. And this is what we have done. The purpose of this study is to find how high the service quality provided to society during birth certificate application process can describe public satisfaction toward the Population and Civil Registration Agency of Garut Regency. The result of this study is expected to become a consideration and input for the Population and Civil Registration Agency of Garut Regency. There are a few theories to complete our literature review related to public administration, service quality, public and civil service, and public satisfaction. Marume 2016 stated that the definition of public administration covers a broader aspect than the field of administration. And about service quality, we refer degree of state minister that every public service must have a standard and it must be published as a guarantee of certainty for the service users. And why it is important to discuss about public and civil service? Because Based on Marshall and Murtaugh 2015, civil service has a vital role in ensuring the implementation of government policies and programs. Although the measure of public satisfaction assessment as a global concept are still considered limited and still need to be developed, said Hill and Rigby 2010, but we try to measure the public satisfaction of Garut Regency. This research adopts descriptive quantitative method. The survey was conducted through distribution of questionnaire to 100 respondents, representing 42 sub-districts in Garut Regency. The population used are those who applied for the birth certificate in Population and Civil Registration Agency of Garut Regency until the end of 2017, with a number of more than 500,000 people. The sampling technique used in this study is simple random sampling, with the number of respondents taken in each sub-district in the proportion of sampling using Slovene. Sub-districts with few applicants were represented by one respondent, and sub-districts with the largest number of applicants were represented by 6 respondents. So the proposed hypotheses are HO. The service quality of birth certificate application process doesn't explain public satisfaction in the Population and Civil Registration Agency of Garut Regency. H1. The service quality of birth certificate application process explains public satisfaction in the Population and Civil Registration Agency of Garut Regency. Results of the survey through questionnaires are then proceed with Spearman ranks analysis technique for finding the magnitude of relationship between the service quality of Garut Regency Population and Civil Registration Agency and public satisfaction. We have two results. First, coefficient of correlation that symbolized by RS, and then coefficient of determinant. The score of RS is 0.6, and based on the interpretation guidance of correlation coefficient, it is categorized strong. Okay. Meanwhile, for finding out how high the service quality level, we adopted the formula of Ridwan 2006, where KD, the symbol of coefficient of determinant, is equal to R squared times 100%. Its resulting KD is equal to 36%. This means that the service quality of birth certificate application process explains public satisfaction of 36% in the Population of Civil Registration Agency of Garut Regency, and the remaining 64% is determined by other variables. The hypothesis proceed is the service quality of birth certificate application process explains public satisfaction in the Population and Civil Registration Agency of Garut Regency. Here the conclusion. Based on the result of the hypothesis test, it can be concluded that service of birth certificate application process explains public satisfaction in the Population and Civil Registration Agency of Garut Regency. The service is in the birth certificate application process explains public satisfaction at 36%. Thank you very much for your attention and have a nice day.